back, everyone, to the 2009 IHSAA Football Tournament Pairing Show. I'm Bob Lovell alongside Paul Condry. And this broadcast on the IHSAA Methodist Sports Medicine Championship Radio Network, copyrighted by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. We'd also like to thank the IHSAA, would like to thank, as would Paul and I, would like to thank the Colts for their commitment to football in our state and for working to build stronger communities across Indiana through the first annual IHSAA Blue Horseshoe Award beginning this fall. And, Paul, I know everyone excited about that, as well they should be. And also, if you're one of the many people suffering from foot pain, Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialist, and Clarion Human Motion invite you to visit myfoothurts.info today for more information. 3A North Pairings, sectional number 17, Friday night, October the 23rd. Hammond Gavitt will be on the road at New Prairie. Culver Academies will travel to Hammond Clark. Calumet will be on the road at Andrean, and Knox will travel to Glenn. In sectional number 18, Northwood at Lakeland. South Bend St. Joseph's will travel to Tippecanoe Valley. Rochester Community will be at West Noble, and number 4, Jimtown on the road at Mishawaka Marion. In sectional number 19, Norwell, number 6 at Harding. Number 3, Eastbrook travels to Leo. Heritage will be on the road at Fort Wayne Concordia. And Blackford will travel to the defending champs. They're currently number 8, Belmont. Sectional number 20, Peru will travel to Mississinewa. Frankfort will be on the road at Twin Lakes, Western at Mechaniqua. And Benton Central will be at number 2, West Lafayette. West Lafayette beat Benton Central 41-14 on September the 11th. Where would you like me to start here on the WOW sectional? Would it be 17, 18, or 19?
I tell you what,
let's go in order. Let's go with 17. It's a pretty balanced, no ranked teams, but a balanced sectional nonetheless.
Yeah, Culver Academy, they hit a little bit of the injury bug. Zach Deary, their great running back, is out. Their strong safety, Luke Schumacher, is not going to play. But Andrea quietly has had a great year at 6-2, playing it very, very competitively. Their quarterback, Richard Schmitz, really, really improving. And Clark may be one of the neat stories up in the region. Micah Rook has done a nice job, and so has Coach Verta there. And likewise, you have to throw in what Ivan Zimmer's done at Calumet. That's a great section. Moving on to sectional 18, Coach.
5 ranked teams in 18.
Unbelievable there.
It is unbelievable.
You've got Northwood, and I tell you what, Scott Hoover's done a really nice job in his first year as taking over for the Hall of Famer Rich Dodson. Lakeland's had a great year. They stubbed their toe last week. I tell you what, Rochester may be one of the quietest secrets in all of high school football. I tell you what, Colt Meadows has had a great year. Kevin Sechrist, tell you what, they have done a superb job. Their only loss is a 10-point loss to a pretty good Plymouth football team. And then, of course, you can throw in the Jimtown Jimmy's always perennial.
Absolutely.
And what Mike has done there. Tell you what, they haven't missed a beat. I talked to Bill Sharp and Mike last week. I was visiting their school, and they have not missed a beat in one iota from head coach to head coach. It's been a really neat story.
How about sectional 19? Number 6, Norwell at number 14, Harding. Number 3, Eastbrook at number 16, Leo. And then in the bottom of the bracket, Belmont, the defending champs at Blackford. Those first 2 games we mentioned, those are battles.
2 of the best running backs in all of Indiana. Clay Fichter at Norwell has had a great year, and Rod Smith, his next stop, The Ohio State University. He's over 6,000 yards on his career, one of the top 20 rushers in the history of Indiana football. He's had a great year. And, of course, you've got the Belmont. You can never throw out the dynamic of the team. And I tell you, another team that's just quietly just kind of hanging around, as always, is Jeff Adamson's Eastbrook team. They've had a really, really solid year this season, and make no mistake about it, they'll make a solid tournament run. I really like their football.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2009 IHSAA Football Tournament Pairing Show. The 3A South Pairings. In sectional number 21, October the 23rd, Crawfordsville on the road at number 1, Indianapolis Bishop Chatard. Southmont will be at West Vigo. Number 15, North Montgomery will travel to Western Boone. And Danville will be at number 11, Brebeuf Jesuit. Sectional number 22, Friday the 23rd, Rushville will be at Greensburg. The winner of that game will play number 7 Batesville on Friday, October the 30th. On October 23rd, Yorktown travels to Hamilton Heights, and Indianapolis Howe Academy will be at Beech Grove. Sectional number 23, Edgewood at Corridon Central. Number 9, Indian Creek at Charlestown. Salem will travel to Brown County. And number 5, Heritage Hills will be at North Harrison. And in sectional number 24, Vincennes-Lincoln will be at Gibson Southern. Washington will be at Princeton. Mount Vernon will travel to the 2008 runner-up, number 10, Evansville Memorial. And Evansville-Bosse will be at Pike Central. Paul, we're joined on stage by the head coach at Beech Grove, Dave Coudray, sectional 22. They're hosting Indianapolis Howe Academy. Coach, thank you. Welcome. We appreciate it. Exciting night. Tell us about your particular draw.
Well, we started our season with Howe Academy. We played them in a scrimmage and over at their place, and it's just a mile and a half down the road. So the Hornets versus the Hornets, and a lot of speed on that team, and it was a good game for us.
Coach Jordan King and Kyle Cruz. Kyle Cruz is a man-child. He's had a great year for you, and of course, it's been really neat to see. This is really one of the great stories. I know that you've kind of lumbered through some things at Beech Grove, but man, I tell you, this senior class has stepped up and made big plays for you all season long.
Well, I appreciate that, no doubt about it. Kyle Cruz is a game breaker. He knows how to hit the hole and brush hips of a lineman, and he gets vertical, and he does a great job for us.
When you look at the field overall, what do you think?
Well, it's a balanced tourney, and I know Batesville's undefeated, got the bye. I think it's a competitive sectional, and we're excited about it.
Coach Dave Coudray from Beech Grove, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Best of luck to you next Friday night. Paul Condry, sectional 21, 3 ranked teams. Bishop Chatard ranked number 1, hosting Crawfordsville. North Montgomery, Brebeuf, Jesuit in the bottom half of that bracket. Very balanced, but you have to like number 1. You got to like them and like them a lot.
This is running back central, Coach, in the sectional 21. How about Fairleigh, Pappas, and Crute, 3 of the best running backs in the state in this sectional? And, of course, how about the matchup in the first one? Fairleigh, the all-time leading rusher at Crawfordsville, going against Aristotle Pappas. Pappas had a great year. And I tell you what, one of the other great stories in high school football has been the emergence of Southmont. They're in a position where they won the Sagamore Conference for the first time since 1994. They've been very good. And once again, you don't look back on Charlie German there at 6-2. And once again, a real good year for Jeff Pearson and Western Boone Stars. So very good one. And of course, with Crute back in the lineup for Brebeuf, I tell you what, they're absolutely totally different team. That's a great sectional.
Let's move to sectional number 23. I'm intrigued a lot by this, and that is, you have Indian Creek at Charlestown. Charlestown number 14, Indian Creek number 9. Indian Creek bumped up from 2A to 3A. And then sitting down in the bottom half of the bracket, number 5, Heritage Hills at North Harrison. But I really like the Indian Creek-Charlestown matchup.
Yeah, Trey Reese has had a really great year, 1,600 yards passing. But, the other guy you talk about up there at Charlestown is Clay Daniel. Clay Daniel has had a great year, 20 sacks. And, of course, running back Josh Graham has had a really nice year. I tell you what, you look at the offensive Indian Creek, they're going to want to pitch and catch with the best of them. And I tell you what, they're going to try to spread the field. I think the question is how is Heritage Hills? It's not been a great Heritage Hills team that we've seen from years past where they've been absolutely dominant. It's going to be interesting to see where they're going to fit in the grand scheme of the thing because they're coming from the bottom half of the bracket.
Paul Condry in the sectional number 24. Evansville Memorial is a team that started out relatively slowly, but you can't count a team out. Number 1, they're ranked number 10. Grant Gribbins, Jonathan Wandling, one of the best duos in the state, record-breaking duos, and give them the big play capability every time they touch the ball.
Let's give credit to the guys who they played in those first 3 games. Some pretty good football teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got to give credit where credit is due. But you talk about Wandling, 113 career receptions, 21 career touchdowns. He's had a great year. And Gribbins can throw it all over the place. Made a mistake. He's averaging about 240 yards passing per football game. You put that tandem together, they're going to be very good. I guess the question on that, I think the dark horses in this is obviously going to be Mount Vernon and Washington to see how they kind of play itself out. But I think it's Evansville Memorial's tournament to win or lose.